When Abner first left Hanging Rock, he moved to the small town of Chesapeake, where his son persuaded him to take over the running of a gas station. The family would live in the house attached to the back of the station. Now the transition from the countryside to running a gas station in a small town was quite different for Abner. Right next door was the Continental Club. When evening would come, Abner's children would watch the Model Ts come driving into the parking lot. The scent of new leather from the interiors would fill the air. Ladies with long dresses and fancy hats would get out of their cars and walk into the club. With anticipation, the kids would wait to see what outfit Bea Schroeder, the owner's wife, would be wearing for the evening. And Bea never disappointed. She was always elegant. The kids would go out onto the back porch and could see people dancing through the windows. Then they'd go to sleep, listening to the tunes of Sing, Sing, Sing with a Swing, Sentimental Journey, In the Mood. Now after the Schroeders and the guests would go home, some adventurous people were cleaning out the club's wine cellar. So Mr. Schroeder asked Abner to kind of keep an eye on things. Now Abner was happy to help out, but what Mr. Schroeder didn't know, Abner was having a few problems of his own. His corn was disappearing. Old man Sweeney, who lived in a shanty on the riverbank, yelled out and said, "Hey, Mr. Lester, your corn is going across the river in a boat." So Abner went to the town marshal, who handed him a gun and said, "You'll have to take care of it yourself." That night, when Abner heard rustling in the cornfield, he aimed low to the ground and shot to scare them out. When Abner would go out of town, he'd drive his '27 model Chevrolet. But one particular evening, his son borrowed his car. Abner and Corba awakened to hear somebody breaking in. Abner had a deadbolt lock on the door, which was safe enough, but the intruder had the strength to jerk the hinges right out of the wall. Luckily, Abner had the gun the marshal gave him. Very quickly, he jerked the bolt out of the door and put the gun right in the intruder's face. The intruder turned and ran. No one was hurt. But what if Corba and the kids had been home alone, or Abner had not had the gun? It was a hot, muggy August day. Abner was in his cornfield trying to salvage what was left of the corn. Abner's field that he plowed by hand with a horse and plow was cleaned out. His corn was to help feed his family and other poor families that he would share with through the winter months. As if things weren't bad enough, when he got back to the station, Corba met him at the door crying. But he didn't get too upset with her, because how was she to know that bucket of cold water she threw on the hogs would kill them? During the 1937 flood, the water got so high that Abner and his family had to move in with another family until it receded. One day, the meter reader was reading the gas meter at the house across the street. When the neighbor thought his gas bill was too high, he went outside and beat up the meter reader. And as usual, Corba was crying, "Oh, he's going to kill him, he's going to kill him." The kids had to calm her down and tell her the meter reader was still alive. Abner went strictly by the Bible's teachings. When customers couldn't pay, he would let them have gas on credit. Now, when you run a gas station for a company like Ashland Oil, you have to make a profit. When his creditors didn't pay, then the bills piled up. Due to low profits, Ashland Oil told Abner he would have to leave the station. It was in the fall months. Abner and his family packed up and went to the riverbank, where he built a floor out of lumber and put a tent over it.